there stuff that we should have left out? That's why it keeps on pausing. Or is it just because my laptop or recording or Apple doesn't want to? Maybe it's the Queen trying to hack us.
She heard us talking about platty jibs.
She heard us talk about platty jibs and she's like, close it off.
They got bugs in the walls and that.
You know what? Fuck you, Queen. If this episode comes out
short in the morning, she's getting short in the morning.
Monarchy. Let me just say that real quick, because if it's you that's behind the fact that I've had to record this episode for the third time, hey,
40 minutes of content.
40 minutes of content wasted, gone down the drain, and we had range, but now you don't want to chat to us, fool. Let me introduce the podcast quick time.
Just do it quick and we'll do regular pauses or something, because this is...
Hey.
Oh, my God.
This is a podcast called DM Talks, which aims from... Shut the fuck up.
No. Just as how it happened is in like
no,
3
it's
times.
This is manual. Can you imagine? This has happened before, but like with hours of content. Can you imagine? Like, I remember one time I was talking to a podcast creator and they told me they lost 40 episodes. I was like, huh? They're like, yeah, all unreleased. I was like, hey.
Anxiety.
Unreleased 40 episodes. Can you imagine? Manuel, that's 40 weeks. That's a year. That's nearly a fucking year.
It's a whole year of content.
If they choose to release one episode a week, that's that's nearly a year worth of content. At least 11 months or something.
#heartbreak.
I'm heartbreaking without your love. Okay.
T2.
Okay. Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of DM Talks. I'm your host Sarah DM, and this is a podcast that aims to promote well-being and assist healing, whether that be physically, mentally or spiritually. Ultimately, we just want to be seen in our entirety, and this podcast will show listeners how multifaceted they are. We're all the centre of our own universe, so why don't we do more to better our own existence? This week...
4 for 4 on that. No.
This week, I am with Pioneer, producer, talented vibes coordinator, TREQUARTISTA, mixtape maker, Pioneer. Accept it, man.
Yeah, pioneer. Everyone's trying to be a pioneer, man. Everyone thinks they're the first to do something when really they're just changing something.
Why are you hating?
It's not even hating. It's factual.
Okay, well, I'll take that.
I'll let you off though, innit? I'll let you off.
So,
like 4 times in a row now. So I'll let you off, man. That's alright.
Welcome to the virtual stage. Someone that I get the pleasure of calling my little brother, Emmanuel, aka Mandia.
Alright,
guys.
Okay, so no. Let me just make sure one more time, innit? Okay, so this is take 3. So the first time I did the intro, I was like, yo, got 2 drinks in my hand, super dry beer on the right, blush rosé, whatever you want to call it, on the left, innit? Okay, that was take 1. Take 2, I said that before, but I've only got the Pinot blush left in it. Now take 3, I got nothing in my cup right now. I got nothing in my hand right now, man. Oh, what you point? Jesus Christ, I can't lie. I'm gonna end up licked after this, man.
Are you drunk?
No, I'm gonna end up licked after this. Drunk's a big statement, because that means like when I hear the word drunk, that means like you're faded.
I think drunk. I think tipsy.
Nah, man. I think you gotta use tipsy, man.
Okay, well,
tipsy. That's what I'd say. I've got to sneeze.
Sneeze, do your thing. Hey everyone. So yeah, this is the third time that we tried recording today, and like you missed out. I can't lie.
This one's the third.
Is this the 4th time? You carry on sneezing.
Yeah, man.
But so this is the 4th time that I've recorded. I spoke about Love Island. I talked about interrelational relationships. I talked about white consumerism. I talked about so much fucking range that like, yeah, you're just gonna have to share this episode to everyone, your friend, to see if I want to bring it up again, because like I'm tired. Like we started recording at like 5 something. It's now 7, guys. It's now 7. And now we're 4 minutes in. Hey, now I'm tired. Anyway, let me just tell you about my life, because that's what we're here for. I haven't done anything during this weekend of Platty Jobs. I went to work on the Saturday, and then afterwards I saw a friend in town, and we went to this club in Windsor. It's quite weird because Windsor's like not the most sociable place. But fortunately, I was able to get in for free and get some free drinks, so that was cool. Besides that, I've done nothing during Platy Job's weekend. I started watching Stranger Things, and I'm already finished in the second season. This episode's coming slightly delayed, but that's only because, you know, life be lifing. And yeah, that's literally it. I'm giving you such a short version of what I've expressed before.
Twice.
Because I've expressed... I can't... Like, guys, the content was contenting. And now we're recording again. So here we are. It's going to be swift and it's going to be sweet.
No, it's got points got to you. I'm literally telling you to pause now just to make sure it doesn't fuck up. Just give it a young pause or whatever. Just cool. I had to give the young pause, and that's what I'm saying. I had to do that just because it's peak at it.
It is peak. Shall we go straight into the divine?
Yeah, fucking why
Look at us. Both of us, we're just annoyed now. We're like, meh.
They don't want us to talk right now, man.
We want to talk, but we just don't want to, like, be gassed.
The trilogy episode, we've done this, like, every 6 months, innit? So we got to just do it back again in December or something, innit?
Yeah.
The trilogy episode is going to be crazy. That's all I got to say. Trilogy episode is going to be crazy.
Unless we do a live one. If we do a live show, and I can be like, Emmanuel,
it's still the trilogy.
I mean, true. Anyway, guys, that takes us to our first segment, which is the divine. And the divine is where we nominate a good thing. In this week's episode, in this week's segment, I'm going to be talking about a magazine that one of my friends launched. This is a shout out to Madison, but also to her housemate, Gracie. They had a magazine launch called Loop Magazine, and it's just, I guess, broadening the relationship between music, artists, creatives, and the world. I was able to go to their launch party in, what was it, last Wednesday?
It was Thursday.
Last Thursday.
It was last Thursday.
So it was 2 Thursdays ago, and we went to a launch party, and it was honestly so lit. Like, I can't remember. I'm just out here existing. But anyway, the magazine is incredible. I've got it with me now. It's so inclusive. It has so many really good articles. There's one article about the pressure of certain labels influencing music artists today and what that means, because like everybody's like, oh yeah, do these on TikTok, and apparently like all these managers are having goes at people for not making enough TikTok, and I just think it's all like Wahala recent, really. So yeah, I'm really enjoying the magazine. I've read a few pages and I can't wait to finish it, really. Yeah, so I brought Emmanuel and my friend Ree, shout out Ree the Oracle, to the launch party, and we were just catching a vibe. How did you feel about the launch party?
Yeah, it was cool, man. I enjoyed my time. I didn't realise that was Tape. You know, Tape London. Just that bait fucking club.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Manuel, I'm a newbie when it comes to...
I feel like they got
London.
separate parts. But trust me, you know Tape, because there's one photo every girl's got on her Instagram or whatever, where they're outside. Oh, I'm going to sound like I'm shading right now. Should have thinking.
Shade away.
Wait. Let's use no names in it. We won't risk. If you use names, you gotta blur it. I just want to see. Let me see if this girl still got it on her page.
Guys, I'm gonna have a popcorn or a barbecue lentil chip something.
So if I go to Tape London and press search, I'm gonna go to places in it. Then Tape. Because this has got all the girls always obviously tag it in it. There's one place that always take the pictures outside. I'm trying to think where. There's this one. It's like outside these lights, for example, innit? Yeah, I know you've seen the girls taking a picture in here like that, and all on your Instagram everywhere.
That's such a small club to go to every weekend.
Yeah, man, it's just one of them spots, isn't it?
It was fun though. I really enjoyed it.
It was cool. Well, especially when you get drinks for free, man.
Exactly, mate. That's one thing that I love about these London motives. Recently, every time I go to London Motives, I always get stuff for free.
Popular.
Stop it. But like, I mean it to say, like, also invite me, but also like, London is expensive. So if I can go to the event, which is actually really cool, that I can meet loads of cool creators and get some free things from, lit. I got a goodie bag. I had a fidget spinner. I had a lighter. I had the magazine and I had a tote bag. So yeah, it's all over there. So I'm really happy about it. Emmanuel.
What?
I'm joking. No. I went silent just to annoy you. Emmanuel, for this week, Divine, what are you going to nominate?
Can I nominate 2 things? Has anyone done that before?
Mm-hmm.
Has anyone done that before?
I've done that before.
Okay, say that. Okay, 1. This one's all divine, but it's got its L's only because I live in the UK, and I've been watching basketball recently, innit? Mm-hmm. Shit is so interesting. Shit just keeps you on the edge of your seat, man. Like you see people. I love all sport. I can't compare, innit? But people will be like, oh, football's boring. You can go to a game and then it's 0-0 for the whole game, or it's gonna be shit, for example, innit? Yeah, you can say that, innit? You see with basketball, like, it's intense. Like, it's intense. Like, you have to keep up. And then if you just start falling off within the last whatever, it's long. Like it's long. So, and see, my sleeping pattern's already fucked up. I'm nocturnal. I ran up the song Nocturnal, and it's out now. But yeah, like, I'm nocturnal as fuck anyways. So I can watch the basketball because I'm up at them stupid times, innit? Mm-hmm. So, yeah, man, that's been keeping me interested. My second divine, in it, which you could probably talk more about, is the best thing to come out of like the pandemic. These TikTok, Instagram videos of people making food, of fucking amazing recipes, and actually putting that in the descriptions, whatever, and just sharing it for everyone to have in it. I love them because I can hear the liquor in my voice, but just because.
Are you TikTok foodie?
Yeah, man. Like,
I love that.
No, just because I just see the recipes, I'm just like, yeah, I can do that.
Yeah.
I would never say I can cook, but I can follow recipes in it. I feel like when you cook, that's when you can freelance with it. When you can just be like, oh yeah, that's in my yard. Let me make something with that. Let me just go off. I'm not there yet, innit?
Yeah.
I can follow a recipe.
Getting there.
So like literally, I could go on my Instagram saved right now. I got a whole folder with about like 82 something things just of food.
Amazing.
Just the foods I want to make, innit?
What food do you want to make?
Anything. 91. Literally all just bare foods, some salads, some whatever, all shit. Just I just want to make.
Nice. Do you follow RG Vegan though?
RG Vegan? No, I do not. They're hard.
Manuel. This guy got me into veganism.
RG Vegan. Yeah, I'll give him a follow. Literally, like before, I care about following people and like my following being a certain amount. I don't give a fuck of half his food. Like all the ones I care about are food now.
But honestly, go on his Insta. So like, go down.
Oh, you just
go to like.
Yeah, that's lame.
It's honestly his food is insane. Like RG Vegan changed my whole relationship with like veganism and like being plant-based.
But the only thing is, no, I like it, yeah. But see, I love the people that are just direct and they actually, like, they're not just trying to get you to buy their cookbook. Like, they actually put it in their bio or whatever in it. Like,
yeah.
I'll definitely still check it out.
The thing is, he's been doing this for a minute, so now he does have a cookbook, but like he just used to do that on the old, like, so if you go down, like if you go further down and his old post, then you'll see, but like he's like...
That looks amazing. Chickpea and plantain cherry bake.
No, he's such a good cook. He's such a good cook.
Oh, he's got YouTube in it, yeah. Now he got that or something. I don't know, but that is hard. That is hard.
But the thing is, you'll find, like, I think one thing about, like...
sweet potato pizza base.
A man is getting gassed over food now. No, I love it. I love this.
Sweet potato, like, that's crack to me, man.
Pardon me. Oh my god, wow. That actually looks so good.
Oh, this looks amazing.
Sweet potato pizza base. What?
Yo, I'll sign this man right now, man. Oh, mushrooms, onions. Oh no, he's going crazy.
You don't
got the plantain chips. Look at the plantain. No, he's going crazy. He's going crazy. Tomato puree or passata, whatever you want to call it. What? No cheese? Interesting.
Well, he's vegan, so maybe we'll do like a fake one.
Yeah, but now there was no fake cheese.
Wow. That was good. Shout out RG Vegan. He's the next divine. We just watched your video, and I'm sure, like, I don't even think I'll edit that bit out. We just hear silence of like, ooh, ah, yeah. Wow.
Well, pause it just to make sure we're safe in it. Just to make sure.
Okay, so we're back. Me and Emmanuel are pausing the audio so that we don't have to do what happened before.
You can't deal with any more heartbreak, man.
Honestly, like, to be fair, I don't know why I wasn't doing this before, but it is what it is. Like, but that's the divine. We just want to share some love because, you know, love makes the world go round. Love makes the world go round. And now,
Thanks.
We're taking to the hate. We're taking to the rage. You know what it is? It's decoding the messes. This is where we unpack something that we consider mess. And for this week's podcast, I want to talk about why we think it's acceptable to judge someone off their past tweets. Well, this is one of the things I want to talk about. If the conversation leads elsewhere, it leads elsewhere. But I don't really see the point of being offended by someone whose tweets are from 8 years ago. And obviously there's levels to this, and let me put a disclaimer out. Like, let's say right now, if you have a creative that you follow who's 25 and tweets are exposed of them when they're like 16 or 13, that's very, very, very fucking different than a 50-year-old getting exposed to tweets when they're in their 40s. You know, like, there's levels to this shit. And the only reason why I have been thinking about this recently is because I just don't think it's fair to judge someone on their past comments, because they are a different identity then, but particularly so, and especially so when the comments are self-deprecating. It's like, let's say I'm a dark-skinned black woman, right? Let's say tweets come out about me when I was 12 saying like, oh, dark-skinned women shouldn't do this, dark-skinned women shouldn't do that. As a dark-skinned woman, it's not that shit that's self-deprecating. Like, isn't that not putting me down as well as putting everybody who is dark-skinned down? And the only people that I actually need to apologise to are the dark-skinned people. And I'm just using this as an example. Like, look, if you try and find stuff, you'll get lost because I literally have nothing to hide. But I bring this up to say, like, why do you think people are always looking for, like, an aha moment? Like, what is the need for it?
You know what it is? You know what it is like? Once you're famous... Okay. Once you're famous... Well, okay, no. Let me start with a different angle. People have time to waste. It doesn't matter that there's not everyone does, but there are people in this life that have time to waste in it. Especially once you're up or you've done any single thing good for yourself. Once people care enough, it's not even that they're looking to bring yourself down. They're just broke. No, broke. They're broke. They're broke.
No, but like
they're
broke
as
as in
well.
no, but this that's the thing.
Broke as a person.
Yeah, broke as a person, not broke as in like just their pocket. Because you could have all the money in the world and still put money into fueling media experiences. So like, did you hear about all the things that are happening with like Colleen Rooney, like the Wagatha Christie trial?
Oh yeah.
So like, loads of things are getting exposed, and one of the things that is just being made aware is about how many times people will leak stuff out to the paparazzi.
Yeah.
And
what
like,
she had to do to get that. Yeah.
It's just wild.
Yeah. This shit always happens. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, once you get to a certain level of whatever, there's gonna be people just on you. You can go to bed with whatever type of reason they have behind it. Regardless, it's gonna happen. So don't even look into it. These men are just bored, or they're broke, or they're both types of broke, whatever. And
like, no one's gonna be doing it if they feel secure in themselves. Like, that's what I mean. Happy people, but truly happy people don't care what anyone's on.
You know, because that's correct. But the fact is, like, who even cares about them? Because they're not like that stage. Like all you can do is feel bad for a person that actually has to do that, and then not even too bad because that requires attention. Like,
True.
These people, like, just internet warriors, internet trolls, keyboard warriors, like Twitter fingers, whatever you want to call it. There's bare terms for it, but they all just do the same thing, innit? But like, people will, if you're up, people will find some sort of way to they'll just be so invested in your life that they ain't got their own. Like, it's like, oh, I don't want to get too into this, but this whole stage of, have you seen people being fake celebrities? Like, people will go to motives as fake Drake.
Oh.
No, not even as like they're wearing
them.
a Drake outfit. No.
They'll just say that they're Drake.
No, not even. Like, they were literally like light-skinned people, for example. No, okay, no, let me take that back. It's in two cases I have, they're both light-skinned. But like, people that genuinely just look like Drake, they'll go to a motive, get their trim shaped, get whatever, go around saying that they're Drake. It's happened to Quayle Ray. You know Quayle Ray?
No.
Oh my god, so people, there's literally fake Quayle Rays, like people going around saying that, oh yeah, I'm Quayle Ray too. For example, like they're acting like they're them. Or like, this one guy went to a motive, he looks bare like Drake. He started faking that he is Drake to girls and stuff, to all these people. Like, People that are doing it.
That's
the reason I'm
terrifying.
saying it is that people sometimes like, yeah, they just can't live for themselves, can't think of themselves, whatever in it. But it's
like I'm not trying to
people-
play devil's advocate at all, but like, okay, so there's this one. When she was growing up, she used to say she was Keisha from the Sugar Babes.
I swear.
Do you know what I mean? Not because she. Well, to be fair, Keisha from Sugar Babes and fucking Drake are extremely different, like, capacities. Do you know what I mean? But I mean in the sense of, like, people, you do get away with certain shit when you say that you are in this crowd, whether it's drinks, whether it's access. Do you know what I mean? Like, there is levels to it. Don't get me wrong. Like, this person, she talks about it openly, and she says she apologizes for it because, like, it was just her when she was 20 living her best life. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And she doesn't regret it, I don't think, just because it was an entertaining story for her life. But at the end of the day, I'm not her. I will never, like, judge her for it because I've actually accepted and appreciated, and now I'm resharing that information now. Do you know what I mean? So I think, like, without trying to, I'm sorry if this sounds like I'm being a devil advocate, but is there any way that people aren't exploiting the opportunity and using it? Well, I mean, there's a little exploitation, but it's for themselves. Do you know what I mean? So let's say if I said I was Azealia Banks, okay, maybe Azealia Banks, fuck it, okay, now let me just use Azealia Banks because I probably look the most like her. Or, okay, so Kelly Rowland. Let's say if I look like Kelly Rowland, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm Kelly Rowland at this club, and people all accept it, that means me and all my friends are up for that evening.
Yeah.
But it's how you go about it.
You know what? I see it as, if there's a difference. If someone said that to you, yeah? Someone said that's to you and you take advantage of it. For example, like, it's like when you see someone said to, like, I don't know, like Steve the Madman, that he's like, for example, like a certain person. So they've actually asked him for a picture. Oh yeah, someone asked Steve the Madman if he's Skepta or something. He was like, yeah, fuck it. Took a picture of him as if he's Skepta. I'm pretty sure that was like the me, for example.
That's so
yeah,
funny.
alright, innit? But go into a motive, getting the whole heart in your head, in your haircut.
Like being a bit calculated.
Tried, like, you know, more than calculated. Bro could have passed exams on that, like, like,
God,
literally,
yeah.
like, to a whole new level. It's different. But the way I see it, because it's like, even with Philly, he's not getting dragged in it because
Who, young Philly?
Yeah, because they found his old tweets in it, and his one's not even in terms of drags where he needs to go say sorry. It's more like they feel bad for him because he's got 8 tweets in a row saying he pretty much wishes he was Nigerian in it.
Yeah,
like he was like, oh, I wish these girls would go for me if I was Nigerian. I wish I was Nigerian, whatever Nigerian, like non-stop in that in it.
The thing
like,
is,
it's the fact that people actually, once you're up, people will look to you. They'll look for
and that's
you.
what cringes me out. Like, I'll say two things. It's very, so being black in 2022 compared to being black in like the noughties is completely different. Like, there was a point where people thought that Nigeria was like independent outside of Africa. It was like, you're Nigerian and then you're African. Do you know what I mean? Like, people used to think like that. If you're born in the noughties, you won't know that just because you just see black people as black people.
Yeah.
You won't understand the differentiation between Nigerians, West Africans, East Africans. Like, there was so many problematic shit. Like even like the discrimination towards the Somali community was like outside. Do you know what I mean? It was so bad. But like, I'm not even shocked about what Philly said, because this is what I mean. Like, he, like, to a degree, that is self-deprecating. Like, he's putting himself down and saying that he would rather be Nigerian because of X, Y, and Z. And it's like, there's nothing wrong with him being Colombian at all, but because he was living in an environment that didn't celebrate where he was from, he was like, oh, maybe I should go, maybe Nigerian would be better. Do you know what I mean? Because it's like, it's literally like me saying, oh yeah, I'd rather be mixed race, during this time, instead of black. But it's not because I don't want to be black, it's because I see how mixed race people are being treated. Do you know what I mean? And like, that's the thing, like, if I was ever to say that, or let's say if there was a tweet that exposed something like that, everybody would be like, oh my god, she hates herself, she's colourist, she's this, she's that. But then ignoring the fact that that's fucking self-deprecating. Like, I'm sorry, but like, if someone is making a tweet and they are putting themselves down in the fucking tweet, then it literally means that they are self-hating. And like, someone that I absolutely love, someone who I respect, someone who I admire, that everybody needs to keep out their fucking mouth is Nella Rose. Like, Nella Rose, and I'm saying this with what's it called? I'm saying this with layered, because I know that her old tweets, some were aimed at the Somali community, and I'm not Somali, so like I can't say anything about that. That is something that Somali people need to understand, take on or not take on. It literally, it's not my business to talk about those tweets. So these are the tweets that I'm like not consciously talking about right now. But there was some tweets where she basically said that she was exposed when she was fucking 12, can I add? And it was like, oh yeah, black girls shouldn't wear bright lipstick. Babe, there's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with her saying that. There's nothing. I'm so sorry. But the fact that people had the audacity to send hate to her because she made that comment made me so angry, because it was like, she literally has... She is the most successful black YouTuber that I know in the UK, right? But for her to make comments when she was 12 or when she was 13 that was self-deprecating means that she did not like a version of herself then. And I'm not Nella Rose in it, so I can't like say that shit to her. But I'm saying in the sense of like, you can't dismiss an obvious comment that reflects your own people, because that's like me saying, oh, I don't like when black girls wear bright lipstick, to then me not caring to wearing lipstick later. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It just doesn't make sense. So I want people to take these like comments and these tweets with a pinch of salt, because if you take them with a pinch of salt and realise the relevity, I can't say the word, but like, if you can see that this person is of a certain age during this certain world, this certain society when they said these, and then you're trying to drag them in the present. Now, I'm so sorry, but you guys don't like her. You literally don't like her. And like, just look, if you want to say you don't like someone, say that you don't like someone, but don't use their old tweets as a justification for you to send hate, because some people are so horrible. Unfortunately, she's lost both of her parents, and they were bringing her parents into it. Like, I'm sorry, but you're sick. Like, you're actually fucking sick if you think that you can use someone's tweets to justify attacking their trauma.
Yeah.
And I just think like a lot of creatives, not even a lot of creatives, a lot of keyboard warriors need to use the same confidence that they have online for introspection, because when you use it for introspection, you can actually go forward. But because you decide to like sit in your bitter hole or chatting wahala on the internet, you're not going to get anywhere. I promise you. You have to take a slight break because, you know, storage.
Third fuck up.
Anyway, what was I saying? Nella Rose. People coming for her family. Very fucking no. Let me start again. People were coming for her, and they were misplacing rightful anger to her trauma and to her pain. And like, I'm so sorry, but like, how ill do you have to be for people to move mad? Like, oh my goodness, Amanda, let me show you something. This is a live and direct exclusive response. Do you know who Leomia Anderson is?
Yeah.
So she's
Nancy Fraser's wife or girlfriend or whatever.
Yeah. So she posted this picture saying, "It's not your fault your granddad wants me," right?
Yeah.
Just look, funny enjoyment. Like, being black in Europe, people will be like, "Oh, can I take a photo of you?" Like, literally, that is it. Like, it's annoying, but it happens. This fucking podcast, oh wait, I can't find it. Oh yeah, here. Read that.
Black girl.
Do you know how tapped you have to be to say that? Basically, I won't name the podcast, but this podcast said...
You're going to have to blur it out.
This podcast said, when you dead in a foreign country, don't say shit about black men. And I'm just like, raw, like, why is everyone so angry? Like, and it's the same, like, this girl, basically, I was following on TikTok, she was talking about the abuse that she faced by her partner, but why she didn't choose to leave. And everyone underneath the comments were like, oh, I have self-worth, I would have left. I was like, you're actually sick. Yeah. You're so fucking twisted if you think domestic abuse is that binary.
Yeah.
Like, you're actually so fucking dumb. Like, people don't feel like they can leave, so that's why they endure. And like, I don't know, I just think recently I've just been thinking about how the world is crumbling. Why am I wasting time pretending not to be who I am?
Yeah, literally, there's no point.
Like, if it's not global warming, it is the government. If it's not government, it is COVID. If it's not COVID, well, to be fair, COVID is directly influenced by the government. It is living crisis. If it's not a living crisis, it's job crisis. If it's not a job crisis, it's property crisis. So why am I wasting time being scared about how I'm going to be assumed? And this is why my reference to what's it called, Young Philly and Nella Rose, like, well, I just keep on bringing it up because it's like, these people are personalities, well, TV personalities, but also they're just people. So if I ever saw them to move mad as a human would, why wouldn't I just give them the patience and the same grace to understand why? Because, like, you can't say horror. Like, I just think it must be such an infuriating position to actually have to, like, kiki and smile in everyone's face when people are chatting shit. And it's not like they're chatting shit, like, saying a comment or two. They're saying mean things about you. Like, quite problematic things. So, like, why can't I tell you about yourself? What? Because I have to care about a fucking brand? Like, and this is annoying. This is why capitalism is such a bitch. Because it's like, these brands are paying a lot of people's bills. So that's why they want to be, like, courteous. But also, what about my mental health? What about my spirit?
Yeah. I don't even know how to follow on. Like, you said it for me. Some of them was where it's like, when someone else says it for me, I don't even know how to just elaborate on it when you said my points already.
I hear you. Well, the thing is, it's because we've fucking spoken so much as well.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? We're just like, fuck it. But also, it's just food for thought, innit? Because it's just like, I really appreciate the fact that even though, like, sometimes I'll be in my feelings because I know this podcast needs to reach more people, and I'll be in my feelings of the fact that I'm not, like, getting it. But then equally, like, I have the freedom to do anything. Like, if God forbid I had to have a fight tomorrow, who the fuck is gonna care?
Yeah.
No one's gonna give two shits. No one's gonna give two shits because I don't have the social currency that makes me not that palatable for these audiences.
Yeah.
Like, I'm literally just being myself. And I think I mentioned this recently on one of the bits that fucking got cut off. Like, Kelechi always talks about, her podcast is called Say Your Mind, aka Suck Your Mum. And she, like, cusses people out, she curses them, she does whatever on there, right? It's literally her platform that will be digitized and documented. Like, she's a fucking bad bitch, right? But just imagine if 5 years ago she told someone that she wanted to call it Suck Your Mum. How many people, how many opinions that she would have had to avoid and, like, ignore or could be influenced by on the pursuit of making one of the biggest podcasts in the UK. It's a lot. Emmanuel, what has been getting you pressed this week?
So last week, I'm trying to think.
Well, not press, but, like, maybe not this week, but anything.
Nothing. That's the thing. I haven't really had anything. Nothing that's really that deep that I could talk about. Like, what fucking there being different time zones than us to America because I have to watch the basketball at 2 a.m. Like, nothing's really been getting to me like that. See, this is what I'll say. I'll be like, oh yeah, there's nothing getting to me, and then bang, we'll finish the podcast, stop recording, do everything we need to do, and then I think about, like, 8 things that are pissing me off.
What's annoying you?
No, but I don't know.
Well, actually, as we wrap up, we'll talk about this for a little bit, because I think it was just good conversation. So, Love Island starts tonight. We're recording this on Monday the 6th, okay? And my Love Island starts tonight. It is a show that's a reality TV show that follows some guests who want to find love. Manuel, will you be watching this year or will you not?
No, but I do have a girl, so then there probably will be a chance that I end up watching it.
Does she watch it?
Just for the drama or whatever, just every once in a while. She don't focus on it, she just watches it here and there and that.
And the thing is, if you have Twitter, you'll know exactly what's happening anyway.
That's the thing, I'm always on Twitter anyway, so it's just like I see things, I'm like, oh, that sounds kind of not even interesting, but like feels like it could exaggerate the rest of my time for a little bit longer.
No, because like what we were saying earlier, like me, I liked Celebrity Big Brother, I like YSOP, I like my old school normal people, like everyday people, let's say. Yeah,
turn into reality TV. Not everyone TV. Trying too hard to become reality TV.
And I think that's the change of social media, because in 2004, people had Facebook. People didn't have Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok.
Pictures.
I mean, it wasn't
having friends talking to your friends.
It's literally about having connection, and I think that's the weird thing with social media. It's given everyone a connection, but now it's been coupled with immediate satisfaction and immediate glorification. So oh my goodness, I remember this one time I was out. Oh no, I was at Pre's. And I was with these white people that I don't really chill with that much. And then this girl posted a picture and she's like, oh, why hasn't it got this many likes yet? And she got so pissed off. And I was like, you're fucking humiliating.
Yeah, it's not actually that deep.
Will you die right now if you don't get 500 likes?
Definitely not. Not at all.
No. You'll still exist. You'll still be able to see your family. You'll still be able to, go to work. You'll still be able to, go on holiday. There's so many things that you can still do without these many likes. So please tell me, why are you stamping your feet like a fucking toddler because you haven't got likes?
Yeah, it's just...
It's embarrassing. It's so humiliating. And I think, I didn't post for 1 year, yeah. And I think during that time I didn't post, it made me realise how much, I don't actually care for the app. I just care for the interaction. And, I didn't post from May to May. So, from May last year to May...
This year?
No.
The year before that.
So I didn't post from May
2020 to 2021.
Up until... Oh, wait, I can't remember the specifics of it. But May 21 to, May something. Or maybe just before then. And I think about how what I actually needed from it. What I actually wanted from it, and what was of value for me to it. And even now, I'll be at home, I want to make connections, so I'll just be on my phone. But in reality, the connections need to go far than a fucking double tap on a picture and, sliding to someone's DMs. We need to arrange, we need to see each other for anything to actual build. We can't just like each other's photos to just be aware of. And I think it's just a really big lesson that I took from not posting on social so much, because don't get me wrong, posting on social media is going to help my podcast, but also it's not going to help my self-esteem. Do you know what I mean? It might be a satisfaction of oh, I know I look good because I got this many looks, but also it does not fucking matter. I love modelling and I really want to get back into it, but I also don't care for the dramas.
Yeah, just whenever in it. Make sure you do a pause in a second, just in case.
I'll do pause. Manuel's just helping me out because we've had some technical glitches today and we don't want to have them again. So I'm just pausing the thing.
Hey, back to what you were saying. Let's get onto London.
I was just going off tangents. I was just saying social media is a scam. It's not real, so don't get pressed. Also, mind your fucking business when it comes to people's personal lives, because you don't know what they're going through. And I'm sorry, but if you see a self-deprecating tweet that someone said X years ago, it might not be the thing that you need to call them out on. Maybe they're going through something that made them make that tweet.
Yeah, there you go.
Anything to add?
You literally said it for me, man.
Okay, sick. Well, that takes us to our tarot reading. And this is where I give the tarot reading to the collective. Is there anything you want to ask specifically? Okay, so Spirit, I ask for no projections. I ask for clarification. I ask for you to help me channel a message that can express my loving intention to the collective. Ashe and amen. Okay. Ha ha ha.
Cups.
This is a very direct message to me, but also it literally says, put the weight down, stop taking responsibility for people's energies. That's what it said.
Yeah, the stew, man.
Don't you find it? Oh my god, do you want to hear something funny?
What?
So, do you remember when I performed when we were in
your
in
work
London?
thing, whatever.
No, not that one work thing. So I went to Reading recently because I was with Greg.
Yeah.
And I went outside this theatre and I was like, oh my god, is that a Hexagon Theatre?
Oh, Hexagon, yeah.
Bro,
Yeah.
I was outside Hexagon Theatre and Greg was like, what are you on about? And I was like, I performed there.
Yeah, when you're youth and they make you do these things in it, and like say Edwards or whatever.
Yeah.
I remember. I think even I went there one time for that. I can't remember there.
Ha ha ha. Okay, Spirit. What are you saying?
My
Hey!
memory's fucked. Like I don't even think about things in our
Cause you
youth.
smoke weed.
Not anymore, man. I'm always 6 months clean, you know.
Oh my god.
In 2
Scream.
weeks, I'm 6 months clean.
Guys, everyone put... Well done
Yeah,
for Randall. Stop
crazy.
smoking for 6 weeks. 6 months.
Crazy.
Okay, pick a number between 1 to 3.
2.
That one was actually 12 as well.
Cheese, same one as before. Sign. It means it's double as raw.
Ha! Low. Okay, so this is the tarot message. The tarot message starts with the 10 of Wands at the bottom of the deck, which asks you to drop the weights and the burdens and the energies of others that you pick up along the way. Like, wherever you're going, whether you're extending yourself to, is no remorse. The card is literally with the devil at the bottom of the card. So literally Spirit is asking you to stop. Because wherever you're heading, certain behaviors and certain actions can't go where you're taking. And that's also paired with the Queen of Coins at the bottom of the deck, which makes me think it's behaviors. Because when we see Queen of Coins, it's all about like actions, practical routines that we bring up, that we develop. And the first card in our reading actually is the Hierophant. It goes the Hierophant, the Queen of Cups, and the Knight of Pentacles. So when I think of the Hierophant and the Queen of Cups, I also think of values and intentions, and how certain structures that we have built for ourselves can influence our relationships and influence how we act on said relationships. So if you see the Hierophant, you need to use the ancestral wisdom that is around you and inside of you to navigate a pathway that can actually clarify your intentions. Like, your creative opportunities don't need to just rely on your relationships. They can start from when you take a chance on what an adventure might hold to you. There's a certain this message is getting a little bit specific, but there's certain tasks that some people that have been putting off that you need to put more discipline towards, because the Queen of Cups is paired with the Knight of Pentacles. So it's like a change to your relationship, or a change to your creativity, a change to your self-care, a change to your emotions. Maybe it's the way you emotionally regulate yourself. Maybe it's just the fact that like there's a discipline that you aren't maintaining, which influences you on the pursuit of your imagination. And like the Queen of Cups is a card of possibility, endless fortune, endless wonder. She literally sits at the seat of collective subconscious, so she sees into the hive mind, and it's just asking you to seep into your intentions and see what you want to build from it. Like, the next 3 cards I got were the Four of Swords, Judgment, and the Sun, and this is paired with the Queen of Wands. And like, I'm getting rest, stop criticizing yourself, be optimistic, be explorative, let me say explore, because that sounded very, very close to exploitative, and I don't want anyone to like exploit others. But I mean, you know what, maybe in some people's assignment it is, but if you want to find out more, book a reading with me, DM.Seerah.com. But with the Four of Swords and the Judgment card, you have to like, you can't move at a flatline place anymore. You can't move at a place that is exhausting you. You have to move with less criticism. You're ignoring the calls. So maybe this is like a health scare to someone. Like, maybe you're just ignoring something that needs to happen for you, but you actually just need to book the appointment, talk to the doctor, or even you need to book the retreat. You need to take some time out for yourself. You need to integrate to society. basically, whatever this message means to you of action/inaction, you just need to not ignore the call. So whatever the call is in your life right now, move towards it, because as that light shines, as that alarm bells start ringing, you'll be able to feed into what you need more. And I think this is a positive outcome for you, just because you've got the Sun and the Queen of Wands card, and I think the Sun is just trying to tell you how optimistic, how much abundance is available for you, and how even though obstacles have influenced your position, like you haven't been able to get the things because they've been delayed, it doesn't mean that they aren't there, that they aren't present. And like the inspiration, your potential for desire is actually the motivation for those to come in. So just be hopeful, be disciplined and be hopeful, because that's going to actually move you into the new day. Your cards as well say nothing real ever fades away in this life. Do you know what is truly yours? I definitely said that wrong, but here we are. Okay, so number 12. Nothing real ever fades away. Do you know what is truly real in your life? You're scared of losing things, careers, partners, possessions, beauty. The transient nature of this human experience is that these things have an ending, but what never ends are those connections and experiences that cannot be confined to words. The next one, you're an extension of the power. Use that power. Consider for a moment that an aspect of divinity is literally you. Why aren't you stunting? Playing small is a waste of your sheer power you possess. So I'm getting another download. Someone's acting extremely really small. They're not taking considerate of their place. They're getting the opinions and moving in accordance of them just because that's easier and more calmer for them. But also, that's not what you're being assigned to do. Like, whether it is you finding power within your rage, whether it's you finding power in your, I don't know, rotation, where it is you putting discipline to a project that you're trying to work towards, just be more patient with yourself. Like, that's the patience that you extend to others should be literally displayed on yourself. And when you actually actualize on that, the enlightenment that you'll feel will actually push you into this optimistic portal of the Queen of Wands, because you're going to be able to attract more envisions, more manifestations of the things that you seek and you desire. That is your reading. That's quite swift.
Yeah, that was swift. That was just straight through,
Yeah.
concise, straight to the point.
Yeah. Well, that was your reading. I hope that resonated with you. If you want anything more, you can always book with me at www.DM.Seerah.com. That takes us to our last segment, and that is the direct message. The direct message is where we leave listeners with a take-home message. Emmanuel, what do you want to leave listeners with?
In the way of that other people say, oh, don't watch other people's things, yeah? People say that, and it's easy to take on board and then be like, yeah, but I can't help it, innit? At least know that something along your way, you're going to realise how true that statement is, to not watch other people's things, innit? Like, you should only ever focus on yourself, because that's all anyone else that's successful has been doing. It's just how early they realise that. How early they realise things, to realise how they got to get to where they're going on their destination, on their journey, whatever. So what I would say is, yeah, you can focus on yourself, but you're always going to compare yourself. But the difference is, as long as you recognise what you're doing differently, or what you got to do to get yourself to somewhere, comparing yourself matters even less.
Amen. That was a beautiful direct message. Thank you so much.
It's facts.
Okay. My direct message this week is for listeners to believe in their source. I think I've definitely said this before, but there's a confidence that will propel you into your destination and manifestations. And at the moment, the wisdom that is next to you, you're not looking at, because you're tired of the lack of change. But I think Spirit said to me in this reading, which I'm supposed to communicate to you, is that, babe, the change is coming. The change is going to come, and you need to not be shook when it does come. You need to literally stand your ground when it comes. So be patient and proactive with how you deal with your needs, how you communicate your values, and how you express your loves and desires in your behaviors to yourself or your interactions with others. Because the Queen of Wands came out reversed with the Sun card, and I think it's like being able to manifest anything you want, but not thinking that you're ready for anything that you have. So that's my direct message. I'm gonna finish with just rereading. You're an extension of the divine. Use that power. Ashe and amen. Okay, guys. We're gonna love you and leave you. It has been great being able to talk to you. This has been my host, well, my co-host out here, Manny DM,
Mr. Outside.
Mr. Outside. He has been a great co-host, so thank you. You can find him on Spotify. You can find him on Instagram. Listen to his music. It's
Manny
fucking
D,
lit.
Manny DM on the Spotify. You know, tape out now. New tunes out now. I said new tunes out now. New tunes coming soon. Yeah, man.
It's all good. It's all good. I've really enjoyed you. Thank you so much, Brandon, for helping me out. Thank you so much. Thank you so fucking much. I've been your host, Sarah DM, also known as DM.Seerah. You can book a reading with me at DM.Seerah.com. You can follow my Patreon, follow the spiritual group chat. All of this is going to be on the Instagram, DM.Seerah or DM.Talks. Love you and leave you. Hasta luego. Bye.
All right.